Wolverine Racing. How's everybody doing? Back in the shop. Shop's starting to get a little better. A lot better, actually. Got room for 2 Camaros in here now. Look at that. IPS over there in the corner and Wolverine right here. Got a tire rack set up, man. Toolboxes, workbench. Still got a lot of stuff to put away, but we're getting there. A lot better than it was. I got a little bit of work going on before Thanksgiving. We were supposed to make it out to the Footbrake 150 race at Gulfport Dragway. Unfortunately, Timmy came down with the flu that Friday morning. I don't know what it is about that race, but it always bites us in the butt every time. First time we went to that race, Timmy went to the final on the Friday night's Gamblers race and launched the car in the final and broke the transmission. Exploded the planetaries. Didn't get 20 feet off the line. And it's been downhill at those races, those 150 races since then, unfortunately. We blew another transmission at one of those races. One race we just could not get the car to do anything right. We just had issue after issue. One of them rained out. This one, I was all loaded up, hooked the trailer up, was going down the street towards the interstate, and Timmy called me up. Dad, I got the flu. And with his chronic health issue, we just can't take the chance. If he's sick, he's got to take care of himself, and he does. So, you know, we missed a race, but there'll be another, hopefully soon. So what are we doing in the shop before Thanksgiving? Working on IPS right now. Putting in a new set of headers. Those are Doug's headers. So far, from everything I've seen so far in these headers, man, I like them. Nice pieces, very nice pieces. Very nice pieces. These are the headers that were actually on IPS, and they're just an old raggedy set of hookers. 1 3/4 inch primary tubes and 3-inch collectors. These things, a guy was throwing these out in the garbage. He didn't want them. So I snatched them up, brought them home, put them on the car, and they've been on that car for 3 years, doing just fine. Problem with them is that car sits really low and they hang pretty low, and that's the result because they hung so low underneath that car. The Dougs that I bought are actually 1 7/8 tubes, 3.5 inch collectors, and they tuck up. Man, they tuck up good. They really do. So far, I'm impressed with these headers. The finish on them is really good. So I got one side installed, the passenger side, and they actually look really good, man. I like them. Like I said, 1 7/8 primaries, 3.5 inch collectors, and I'll try and show you underneath the car, because they tuck up so good underneath there. I mean, I don't know if you can see the collector, but if you look like this, it is, I mean, it's dead level. The bottom of the collector's dead level with the transmission pan, which never rubs on anything. I'm really, really impressed with how these things tuck. The spark plug clearance is excellent on them. The thickness of the tubing is really good. The flange is 3/8 of an inch. They're really, really, really nice headers. I've been using Hooker Super Comps on these cars, on these second gens, forever. Hooker decided to stop making their 1 7/8 primaries to 3.5 inch collector small block Chevy headers, but even so, they never came close to fitting or looking like these. These are really nice. They're pretty. Now, it's still going to get, I got adapters, it's still going to neck down to 3-inch exhaust all the way back on each side, which I custom did myself. Actually, when it's up there, it looks pretty good. And they dump right at the rear axle, right below it, one on each side of the pumpkin. It looks pretty good when it's all hooked back up. I'll have to do a little video on it. But like I said, these things fit nice. Had to put one little ding on a tube, a second tube down below, and you can't see it at all. So the fit was really good. Can't wait to start it up and see how they sound. I'm sure they'll sound, pretty much just like the Hookers, not changing the mufflers or anything like that. But anyway, that's what we got going on with IPS right now. Did that. I put a Super Sucker spacer on there. Gonna try that out, see how it works. Some folks have asked me what the combination in this car is, so I'll give you some of the specs on it. It's a 354 bolt main block. It's bored 30 over. It's got true flat top pistons, forged flat tops. No valve release in them at all. 64cc Dart Pro 1 aluminum heads, 205, 160 valves. The heads have been shaved just a hair. So they might be 62cc now. It's probably 10 3/4 to 1, somewhere around there, 11 to 1 maybe. Never had the compression rate ratio actually checked on it. It's got a Performer RPM intake, roller rockers. Cam is let me see if I can find the cam card real quick. Anyway, it's got turbo 350 in it, 3500 stall nitrous converter, and Moser 12 bolt with 430 gears, which sounds like a lot of gear, but I mean, I drive it a lot on the street, but it's a stoplight to stoplight car. I'm not getting on the interstate and doing 80 miles an hour. Just not what it's for. It's a play toy from stoplight to stoplight is what I like. Let's see, do I have the cam card handy? I don't think I do. Anyway, it's a solid lift cam, comp cam, solid flat tapping cam, no roller. I think it's 525 and 525 at 50. I broke the cam in, no problems with it. I know that people are having a lot of issues with cam break-in. I think some of them are self-inflicted wounds for people cutting the break-in period short on them, which is a big no-no. 20 minutes at over 2,500 RPM solid is a long time, and I think some people get impatient and cut the test short or drop the RPMs or want to rev it up. You don't want to do that. I'll fire that thing up, bring it to 2,600, 2,700, and just keep it there. And it's loud, and it takes 20 minutes solid, but I've never had a failure. Now, I know they have issues with Chinese metal now, and manufacturing issues, and things aren't made the way they used to be. I think some of those failures are self-inflicted. Back to the combination. Whelen aluminum water pump, just got an alternator on it. Manual steering, which actually I really like on this car. It's still pretty heavy. It's probably still at least 3,300 pounds. I haven't taken much weight out of it at all. Inner fenders are gone. A little bit of weight out the nose. And, some things here and there. It doesn't have power steering, doesn't have AC. But all in all, it's still got a full interior. So it's still pretty heavy. Got a fiberglass hood, batteries in the back, but it's still pretty heavy anyway. And it's not a fast car, not what I consider fast, but it is quick. It hooks really, really good, hooks great on the street, and it'll get down the road from stoplight to stoplight. Of course, those 430 gears help it quite a bit. From the time slips I have, it's got to be somewhere between 450 and 475 horsepower. That's just my guess, though, just looking at the time slips. Not going to tell you what it runs. What its first two numbers are 11. Wolverine is getting a new fuel cell. The one that's in there is just old. It needs to be replaced. And then is also getting a new intake manifold. That's a Super Victor 2. It's got a Victor Jr. on it now, and I really think that's choking this car down on the top end because it's a 436 with really good AFR heads, really big valves, 210, 160. So that Victor Jr. I think is choking this thing down a little bit. So we're going to throw that Super Victor 2 on there and see what it does. If it does pick up any with that intake, I'll probably send that intake off and get some port work done to it. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. As a sort of a fat boy myself, love to eat, especially the stuff my wife cooks. And we're gonna have a house full tomorrow, or Thursday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Enjoy your family. Remember, no politics. Don't talk politics unless you really want to have an interesting Thanksgiving. Wolverine out.